Just sharing this out to my story. Hello and welcome in. All right. Hello. So we're going to be doing a vision board little exercise. I guess that's what I'll call it. And we're going to be doing Reiki and we're going to be doing Theta healing to help us manifest with this vision board, okay? Now, if you want a card while we're waiting for people to come on and to get started, then we can pull you up a card if you have love beside your name, okay? So, Angelica, I'll pull you up a card, okay? If you want a 2026 message, I was going to say I have to record this, but it's going to record automatically, which is why we don't have any music on. Thank you. If you want a message for 2026, tomorrow I'm going to do a video. If you comment in today's video, tomorrow, you'll get a message, is what I'm trying to say. All right. So just pulling up cards for people that have love beside their name. Hello, welcome in. We're doing a vision board exercise, okay, with Theta and Reiki. So get set up for a vision board. You can get a poster board, you can get a bulletin board, you can do a plain piece of paper with some markers, you can do a marker board, which is what I have. So Angelica, you have two cards. You have fight for your goals, okay? So if you have goals right now, fight for those, whatever it is that you want, go for it, that sort of thing. And then you have mentorship as well coming up, that you're connecting or you're going to connect with mentorship, which makes very much sense for me right now. So, Joanna. So you have to have love beside your name to get a card, okay? Ooh. So I didn't want to change the time for this vision board exercise because I was very tempted to, and that's a habit that I have. So I'm like, no, I'm going to stick with my time slot so that if people are coming in to do that, they're going to hop on at the right time. And then our candle ceremony is going to follow the vision board workshop. Now, if you want to buy a candle for the candle ceremony, it's $11. And I'm going to do Reiki and Theta for your full moon release. Okay, we're going to release things that you say that you want to release. Then we're going to replace the energy with things that you want to manifest. Okay, so if you don't say things that you want to release and you're buying a candle, then I'm going to do the work for you. And then the replay is going to be underneath YT as well if you can't make this whole thing. Okay. So, Joanna, you have 9 of Earth, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment, okay? So whenever it is that you want to start charging for your services, it feels like that's a possibility for you, and I feel like that will be successful, okay? Not sure if you're doing that yet, but definitely the energy is available to you, okay? Welcome in. So if you have love beside your name, you just need to send a daily heart me. I'm going to pull you up a card, okay? So KMI, you have a candle for the candle ceremony, and that's going to be after our vision board exercise that we're going to do, okay? So far you're the only person that bought a candle, so I'm going to put one in for me, and I'm going to put one in for you, okay? And then anybody else can listen. Sound good? So get your stuff ready for our vision board. Hi. I was just checking in to see when it starts. Okay, no problem. So yeah, I don't know how long this is going to take, so whenever we're finished, again, replay is going to be underneath YT. Okay, sounds good. So it's, if anybody is purchasing, which somebody says that they are, you're just going to the picture and then clicking on the picture again, and then you can get it that way. Sound good? All right. So Sky wants a card. KMI probably wants a card. Yes, I'm not going to leave. I'm going to do the vision board exercise first and the healing. So stay tuned for that. And then the candle ceremony right after. So Sky. Happy full moon blessings. So Sky, you have events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions, okay? And this is someone who has a lot of strength, someone who's occupying their time doing things that are productive. So it feels like when you're doing things, bring productivity in as much as you can, especially like at work, it feels like, but at home, you're in productive mode, okay? Thank you very much. I appreciate you. So taking classes and doing things will be helpful, so stay tuned for our vision board. Thank you. And then KMI, we're going to pull you up a card, okay? You have to have love beside your name. Thank you very much. KMI. You have King of Fire. Okay, thank you, Angelica. So this is someone who's really optimistic, and this is that your optimistic energy is going to kind of help amplify all the things that you're desiring. So this could be even related to the candle ceremony that we're going to be doing, and even like the vision board. It just feels like keep that positive energy up, keep the vibration up, and this is just going to amplify everything for you, which is really good. So anything you can do right now to raise your vibration, do that. But I'm going to help you with that too, okay? So awesome. You're welcome. Okay. I think that covers everybody that wanted a card that has love beside their name. All right. Cool beans. So, one thing that we do is we make a list of the goals that we have, okay? So take a piece of paper and a pen and just start writing down your goals, okay? So write goals, look at the goals daily, and visualize them coming true, okay? So start your goals. And here are some questions. What kind of person do you want to be? What kind of person do you want to be? And this is all positive stuff. So I'm suggesting that this is for 2026, okay? And after this, I might stick around and do some, if people share this live out so many times, I might do some free readings as well, okay? So here's another question. What does this, if this is your ideal version of you, okay, what do you do? What do you do? And get descriptive with it. Okay. And what kind of feelings do you want to attract or manifest? So we're going to get kind of artsy here, because typically what we do is we can take pictures and we can pin it on our board, but I'm just going to be drawing and writing on my board. This is what my board looks like, so it's just a simple marker board that you can erase. But keep in mind, we're going to keep this throughout our year, so sometimes you're going to take things off of it or you're going to erase it as things come in too. Or you don't have to do that. You can just leave it up and keep it there, and just after you get to your New Year's next year, you can look back and reflect on it. It's whatever you want to do. What kind of people are in your life? What kind of people are in your life? So once we complete this and we do our board, then we're going to do some Reiki energy over it. And I'm going to send that energy to your boards as well. And then we're going to do some Theta healing. So we're going to release things that are blocking you from manifesting these things. And then we're going to help you amplify that energy. Okay? And then we're going to get into our candle ceremony. So what kind of people are in your life? Okay. And then if you were attracting your ideal person into your life, into your love life, okay, what is that person like? Now, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but it might be nice to do. So if you're bringing in a love partner, what is that ideal person like? I already know I have some stuff coming up around some of this, which is completely fine because that's where we're going to do the Theta healing, okay? So the question before the love relationship was, what type of people are in your life? What type of people are in your life? And notice where you're limiting yourself. Could you write more things down? Could you be more specific? Again, maybe you're already sensing that there's some energy going on where you're like, I don't know if this is possible, or I don't know if that's a good thing that I wrote that. Like, just pay attention to that. Where do you live? What's like, I'm going to say, what's your lifestyle like? Where do you live? So I'll give you a minute for that one. And I received your payment for your candle, so awesome. And then here's the next question. What are some material things that you would like to attract and manifest for your 2026? Some material things. I'm keeping mine quite simple. So far I really only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 10 things. But when you get quite descriptive, there's a lot more things in there, okay? So that should cover our goal list, okay? Now, we're going to actually take our board, and this could be just a plain piece of paper, but if you're going to keep this piece of paper for a whole year and you want to be able to look at it daily, maybe use, if all you have is a piece of paper, that's fine, but maybe making it like construction paper or something that's a little bit stronger than a regular piece of paper, okay? So hello and welcome in. We're doing a little vision board for 2026. We're going to do some Reiki and Theta healing around our vision board too, and then we're going to do a candle ceremony if you're just hopping in. And it's 11 to get a candle. So I'm going to do mine this way. Ooh, there's even magnets on the back of this, which is kind of cool if you wanted to put it on the side of your fridge or something. So So now we're going to take the first thing that we wrote down as our goal, and we can draw. I know it doesn't matter what your drawing looks like, but you can draw this energy, or you can write this energy down however it shows up for you, okay? As long as you know what it means. But I would hang on to your goal list as well. So you could take your goal list, and if you have a bulletin board, you can pin, and you can do this later if you want to, but you can pin your goal list onto your board if you want to. You can cut it up into little pieces and then just stick that on your board. I've done that in the past. You can cut things out from magazines and put the pictures in, whatever you like. So my first one is happy. So I'm writing down happy with a smiley face, because I need to write the details down so I understand my own drawings. So this is what I'm doing, okay? And then we're going to do the healing after we complete this. So then I have driven down, driven. Okay, just to show you how I'm doing it, I wrote that down, and then I have a money sign next to it. I have energetic. This person is running, jumping, maybe doing yoga. But they're positive. I'm going to add that in, positive. So you might get more thoughts and more emotions as you do this, but positive and high energy. Ooh, I like that. So again, that's what mine looks like. Successful business. So after we're done, we're going to share as well when we go to do the healing. Or you guys can just take mine if you don't want to share yours. So I'm writing down on the right spiritual path. That's probably the most important one for me. Now health might be added in here as well. What does your health look like? I'm putting healthy mind. Strength. So I'm seeing myself like building muscle. As I said, my pictures are just hilarious. Trying to draw a weight, it does not look like a weight. But again, whatever designs you come up with or doodle, it's kind of neat. It might trigger some more thoughts for you. That's kind of what's happening for me. And then keep going. I have play sports, athletic. Playing sport. I'm going to draw a tennis racket here. Doesn't look like a tennis racket. Grounding. So I'm adding mine as I'm creating my board. Close friendships that are loving, thoughtful, and generous. Friendships. That sounds fun too. Friendships. Close connections. So this is what mine looks like. So welcome in, create, and grow. We're just drawing a vision board, so feel free to draw a vision board on a piece of paper and a pen if that's all you have. Okay, and then we're going to do some Reiki and Theta healing around this. Hey, and then we're going to do a candle ceremony following for the full moon. All right, so if you want to get a candle for the full moon, it's $11. We only have 2 candles plus me, so it's going to be a small group if you're interested in getting in on that. So I put for my friendships, close friendships that are loving, thoughtful. So again, use your details. Thoughtful, generous. So I have like little symbols in mine, and I kind of know what they mean. Active friends. So I'm going to put active in there. Let's go with somebody that I am somebody who eats healthy, and has a full cup. Ooh, that's a good one. And I have high nutrition. So my nutrition, or like all my levels for my health, are balanced. High nutrition levels, everything, my nutrition is balanced. And I actually think that like using markers with colors would be helpful too, just to bring some of that element in. All right. So we did love relationship, just so you know if you're participating in this Create and Grow. If you were to bring in your ideal person, what would they be like? So I put love, relationship. Healthy patterns. That feels like a good one. And again, there might be some energy coming up around this, so that's what we're going to work on and clear. And that's the point of this, is like, we're going to bring it in. We're going to remove some of the blocks, that sort of thing, okay? So if you're like, especially around the love one, I feel That's okay. So, loving, kind. And if you're already in a relationship, you can bring more of this energy into your relationship. Keep that in mind. It's your ideal person, right? Maybe you're working on bringing that relationship closer together. Loving, kind, thoughtful. Sensitive, positive, generous. If you're hopping in, we're doing some healing. We're doing a 2026 vision board, okay? Welcome in. You can join us if you like or just listen in. All right. And then we have, what is your lifestyle, or where do you live? What is that like? Just trust whatever comes through for you, and then adding your material things in, if you have any material things that you want to bring in. So leave some room here. And some of this might not make sense to you right now, too. Like, sometimes I put things on my vision board, and it's like, but I don't even really like want that. But I just feel like drawing it. Anyway, it might make sense to you. That's happened to me before doing this. So I'm leaving some room because when we actually go, so this is what mine looks like. When we actually go and do the healing, you might find that there's some new things for you that are showing up, okay? So, looks very cool. I'll post a picture of my vision board after I'm all finished. I love it. Okay. So I just kind of took my 2026 goals and then I put it in with symbols and added some more stuff, okay? So did anybody do the board? Did anybody do this with me? This was something I was going to do over Zoom and do a class, but I decided to do it free live so other people could do it. Okay, it's supposed to look different. It's supposed to be yours, okay? Angelica's still working on hers, okay? And KMI's saying that hers looks different, and that's absolutely okay. Absolutely okay. So we're going to start with mine, okay? So I'm going to call in Reiki energy for my future. So that I can manifest these things that are something better in divine timing, okay? I'm doing this one just for me. Okay. And then I'm getting, so I'm doing mine really quickly because I'm going to get to you guys too. I'm getting confidence. So I'm adding that down. Okay. now I can ask you guys, since I'm adding this one in, is it, with your permission, is it okay if I ground you? We're going to start the Theta healing. And then, would you like to know that it's safe for you to attract confidence into your life? And only if you want to say yes to this, just saying yes, that or something better in divine timing. So I feel like there's something coming up that we need to clear, and it just feels like it's related to the past. So would you like to let go of times in your life in the past where you didn't feel as confident? Maybe you felt insecure, and if so, just saying yes. Okay. Now I'm getting to focus on my talents, So you guys might want to add that into your board too, to focus on my talents. So would you like to know that it's safe for you to focus on your talents for 2026? And if so, just agree. That or something better in divine timing. Now I'm still doing Reiki on my board here. Alright, so I put crystal sound bowl on my vision board. Okay. This is crystal healing bowl. So now I'm hearing to add sound healing in as well. Because I find that that's like really helpful for me personally. So if you want to add sound healing in, you can, okay? Only say yes to this if you want it. Would you like to know that it's safe for you to attract or manifest more sound healing into your life, that or something better in divine timing, whatever that looks like and feels like for you in your life? And would you like to let go of any negativity that you're feeling towards anybody else that's showing up for you, that's not serving you anymore? Any negativity in relation to anybody else that's not serving you anymore, that you're ready to cut that energy? And if so, just agreeing. Take a deep breath. Yeah, that's good for me. Yeah. And then I still have space. So as I go throughout my days, because this is something I'm going to look at daily, as I go throughout my days, as stuff comes up for me, I can add onto this board. Now, another thing that you can do is, as this manifests and attracts, you can erase it and you can put something new there if you want to. It's completely up to you however you want to do it, but it's really cool. So KMI did a board, okay? So with your permission, KMI, can I send Reiki to your future for your board to help you manifest this? And if so, just agree. So I'm just sending distant healing to you for your future, for you to manifest what's on your board, that or something better in divine timing, okay? And if you'd like that, just say yes, and we're going to do a download for you for that. So everything that you put on your board, we're going to help you manifest that or something better in divine timing, okay? And KMI, what are some things that you have on your board that you're willing to share? Could you put three to six things down that you wrote down that you feel comfortable sharing? And if you don't feel comfortable sharing, that's okay too. So guys, we're just doing some healing on people's vision boards that did them. Financial freedom, ooh, that's a good one, okay. So would you like to know that it's safe to attract and manifest financial freedom, that or something better in divine timing? And if so, just agreeing, that way everybody can take that energy if they want to. So confidence is coming up for you as well. Hopefully you said yes to the confidence one. So would you like to feel confident and trust that that's going to happen for you, that these things are going to happen for you? And if so, just saying yes. And do you want to let go of anything that's blocking you from attracting and manifesting this? And if so, just agreeing. Yeah, I just keep getting to trust and have confidence that this is going to happen. Have trust and have confidence that this is going to happen, okay? So would you like to start vibrating that energy? Not just thinking it and feeling it, but actually like vibrating the energy so your cells can kind of shift and adapt to that energy? And if so, just agree. Good. Inner child work is coming up too, so KMI. I would write on my board, personally, if you wanted to, like inner child work, if that were something that you're interested in working on, okay? And then, ooh, I like that. So would you like to know that it's safe for you to attract this ranch with lots of animals in the mountains? That or something better in divine timing. Now, would this be a business for you? Or is this where you live? Would there be a business involved in it? Sorry, I don't know if you're saying yes to that part because I was looking at the past comments. Would it be like a hobby thing? I haven't thought that far. Okay. Yeah. Because I feel like it's like you would want other people to be like that you're able to like share this energy with other people. Okay? That's kind of what I'm getting around that. For you to share, for you to create this and like share. So you might want to put on your board the energy of sharing. Like for you to be able to share the energy of like this lifestyle with other people, with someone. So just to add, if you feel called to that, okay? And then Angelica, I'll get to your board as well. And would you like to know that you can attract a healthy mind, a healthy body, and a healthy spirit? All of those things all together? And if so, just agreeing. Thank you very much for the daily heart me. Yeah, I think that's just more about raising your vibration because I see your energy going up. Okay. So I would also write down on your board, raise vibration. because this is a daily thing you're going to be looking at too, and see how that comes in. Awesome. So Angelica, were there a few things on your board? So we're going to get out of that Reiki energy, and then we're going to integrate this all at the end, okay? So we're just doing some Theta healing and Reiki for the vision boards and our goals for 2026. You're welcome. And Angelica, was there a few things that you wanted to share? Maybe you already did, but do you mind just popping like a few things in the chat if you feel comfortable? And the replay for this is going to be underneath the YT channel, okay? So that's why we don't have any music on today. But I think you were putting that you're manifesting feeling safe. And worried free. Okay. So would you like to know that it's safe for you to feel worry free? That or something better in divine timing. And you need to feel confident that this is going to happen as well, okay? Trust and feel confident that this is going to happen. Would you like to vibrate the energy of trusting and feeling confident that this is going to happen, so that you can start shifting your cells to also just vibrate that energy of feeling safe? And if so, just agreeing. And worry-free. So I'm adding safe and worry-free. And I feel like for your vision board, Angelica, I would add in healing, like to manifest and attract more healing. That feels important. And then you can get descriptive on how you want that to show up for you, okay? And with your permission, is it okay if I call in some Reiki energy for your future, for your vision board, so you can manifest that? You just need to say yes or send a heart. Thank you, Sandra. I'm just specifically asking Angelica if I can send her Reiki energy to her vision board. Hello and welcome in. Okay, so I'm going to do that now. Doing some energy healing for people's vision boards that we just created and our list of goals. So you can say yes to the downloads with us if you want. And would you like to know that it's safe for you to manifest and attract what it is that you put on your vision board for the future? That or something better in divine timing. And would you like to let go of feeling like you need to control everything? If you resonate with that, feeling like you need to control everything. Do you want to let go of the feelings of feeling like I need to control? And would you just like to let go of just, yeah, that. That could be genetic as well. So we're going to let it go on all levels. That's a soul level, on a past life level, on a core level, on a genetic level, on a historical level, okay? Deep breath. That one runs deep. And I kind of get that you see energy, Angelica, as well. So you might want to write on your vision board that you'd like to be able to have more clear seeing, to see things more clearly, if that's something that you want. And would anybody else like that download? Would you like to know that it's safe for you to see more clearly in your life, that or something better in divine timing? And would you like to know that it's safe for you to get out of your habit of overthinking? And if so, just agreeing. If it's not serving you, let it go. Would you like to trust and have confidence and vibrate that energy as well? So your cells can shift to vibrate that energy. And working with children, Angelica, feels really good for you. So if you want to manifest or attract, like working more with children, however that shows up, and you can get as specific and detailed as you like, but you might want to add that in there too, okay? So I'm going to get out of the Reiki energy for future, for manifesting what's on your vision board, okay? Did anybody else do a vision board in this exercise? And hello, welcome in. We're just finishing up our vision board, our Reiki, and our Theta, and then we're going to go into our full moon candle ceremony. We have 3 candles right now. We have KMI, we have Angelica, and we have me for a candle. For this candle ceremony, they're $11 if you'd like to purchase one, okay? Then we're going to do Reiki and Theta for the full moon, for whatever it is that we're releasing. And then we're going to replace that energy with whatever it is that we're manifesting around this full moon specifically. So the vision boards are more for 2026 and however that shows up. And then specifically, this is going to be for the full moon. Okay, so let's integrate all of those downloads. Okay, so everything that you said yes to, we're going to let go, and everything that you said yes to that you want to bring in, we want to bring that in, letting that go on all levels, and bringing it in divine timing, that or something better. Okay, deep breath. Now, I'm feeling like the ego is something that is also like coming up, okay? So this is just a message for our vision boards, for as we let these things kind of come in, just to be mindful of the ego, because it feels like the ego might still be lingering in and around that. Okay, so because KMI and Angelica, we were just working on you guys, and you're coming into the full moon ceremony, maybe there's some stuff coming up for you in relation to the full moon that we can still clear. Okay, awesome. And hello, welcome in. So I'm going to shift over to our full moon candle ceremony. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to start with KMI first. I just feel like holding the candle. So KMI, please write down the things that you would like to release, okay? let me have it. What would you like to release with this full moon? We're going to start with the Theta healing. If you're feeling really sensitive and you've been working on yourself a lot, and you can, okay, I was going to say you can just leave it like with keeping it really simple and not putting like a bunch of things down, okay? But fear is like a really, 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 really powerful one, okay? So I am just going to set that down and write down fear and negativity. Because these are powerful ones. And let's see if this will, I'm just gonna show you like that. So fear and negativity. Anything else? Stretch out my legs here. Anything else, KMI? I'm gonna call in the Reiki energy. Okay, perfect. So with permission, is it okay if I ground you? And anybody else that wants these downloads, you can say yes. Good, that feels important. Perfect. So would you like to know with this full moon that it's safe for you to release any fear that's showing up for you? Let's let it go on all levels, and if so, just agreeing. Confidence and insecurities are just kind of coming up. So do you want to let go of any additional insecurities that are showing up for you as well, that you're ready to release? Any insecurities that you're ready to release with this full moon? If so, just agree. You want to let go of times where people might have said something that hurt your feelings, and that's not serving you anymore, and if so, just agree. So we're just letting go. Right now, we're just kind of letting go of past energy. Yeah. Let's let it go on a genetic level, because it feels like there might be somebody in your lineage or ancestral that was sensitive. And for balance, would you like to know that you're a beautiful person? Would you like to vibrate the energy of beauty? And if so, just agreeing. Yeah. You want to let go of any abuse that you might have taken in the past or in past life. Maybe psychological abuse as well. If you resonate with that, you can muscle test. I don't know if you know how to muscle test, but you can ask if that resonates with you, and you'll get a yes or no. Okay? You lean forward for a yes, you lean back for a no. And you can just muscle test that way. Let's let that go on all levels. Good. Would you like to be proud of yourself for making it this far on your journey? And if so, just agree. Good. That energy feels a lot better. I'm hearing the roof, the roof, the roof is on fire. So the energy feels much better, okay? So we didn't clear the energy of negativity, that was just fear. But I just want to let you know when I'm doing the Reiki energy that I'm sending healing to the past and I'm sending healing to the future, because we're doing both right now, okay? So would you like to clear, cut, cancel, and delete any negativity that's been showing up for you as a result of this full moon energy? And let's get specific if we want to, like fill in the blank. You don't need to put it in the comments, but just get specific about negative situations or circumstances, and I'll ask for that to be released for you, okay? Good, and let's replace that energy with love. Love and trust. That or something better in divine timing. And how about productivity? Productivity. Would you like to let go of times in your life where you ignored things that you weren't supposed to ignore, and as a result of that, negativity happened? Let's let that go on all levels. Good. Yeah, and let's let go of any past hurts and pains that are still lingering in and around your energy at this during this time of the full moon that's not serving you, that you're ready to release, okay? Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you. Let's let it go on all levels. Good, and then I'm doing a little healing attunement on you as well. So just offering healing to your heart. So we can move some energy here. If you guys want a candle, it's $11. It's definitely worth it tonight. Today, wherever you are. Good. So we're going to integrate those downloads for you, okay? So everything you said yes to, we're going to integrate. So letting go and bringing in, okay? Deep breath. And then I'm going to get out of the Reiki energy and send many blessings to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you can listen in on the next person's candle. I'm going to do one for me as well, and I'm going to keep that candle lit for you, okay? And we're going to move on to Angelica, okay? So if you want a candle for the candle ceremony, there are 11, and then we'll add you in if you're interested. Okay? I feel like pulling up a card, KMI. So Angelica, just let me know what you would like to release with this full moon, okay? Now, don't put too many things in the comments, because if this is your first time working with the full moon, it's really intense sometimes. So we want to make it like simple, like we just did 2 things, like 2 things would be good. Thank you very much, I appreciate you. So KMI, you also have the vacation card, okay, telling you that you deserve a well-deserved vacation of some sort. That could be a staycation, that could be a day off, whatever it is. Spoil yourself, treat yourself in some type of way. Maybe it's having the weekend off, okay? All right. Awesome. So Angelica, you want to let go of all your blockages. Okay. So is there anything, let's just see what comes up if you want, but is there a specific blockage that you have in mind? And have you worked with the full moon before? Have you done this before? Have you done a full moon ritual? Okay. Because what happens basically is like we want to pick something specific that we want to release kind of as a theme. So this is a Cancer full moon. It's all about our emotions. So maybe you're picking blockages because you might feel like you have emotional blockages, things like that, right? Maybe like old wounds, things that have hurt you in the past, that sort of thing. Or maybe like hormones feeling out of balance or whatever it is. But so if we can get specific with like one or two things, then that can be helpful, because then we can pay attention to how it's being released. And then by the time the new moon comes in, which is in a couple weeks time, then we'll be able to feel like we can start manifesting something that we want to bring in. So to open my heart, okay, that's a perfect one. So you want to manifest to open heart. So why don't we say that you want to release feeling like anything that's blocking you from your heart being open? That is a beautiful one. Blocking your heart from being open. Does that make sense? Yes, okay. And then there's going to be like stuff that comes up around that, okay? So let's begin that. We're going to call in the Reiki energy for you. And we're going to light your candle. Very exciting. So guys, if you want your own candle, they're $11, and we can do this for you as well if you want. So we're going to start. So would you like to know that it's safe to be grounded? And if so, just agree. And anybody else that wants that, you can say yes to these two. And you can watch this on the replay underneath YT as well. And re-get the downloads and re-get the healing, and it's really helpful. And then you can also do the vision board that we did at the beginning and soak up that energy too. So would you like to know that it's safe for you to let go of any blocks that you have around opening your heart? And if so, just saying yes, especially around this full moon. And would there be any reason why you don't want to do that? Like, is there anything showing up for you that scares you in doing that? Like, it's like, because I'm kind of getting like, yes, you want to do that, but then there's another part of you that's like, maybe scared to do that. So do you have any like limiting beliefs around doing that, or any fears that are showing up around doing that? And if it's a no, then that's okay. So same thing for you. Okay, trust. So do you want to let go of any blocks that you have around trust? Trusting yourself, trusting others? And if so, just agreeing that you're ready to release around this full moon, okay? And do you want to let go of any tendency that you might have to want to control things that isn't serving you anymore? And if so, just agree. Open heart. And would you like to know that it's safe for you to focus on opening up your heart now, moving forward, and then just saying yes? That or something better in divine timing. Okay, I'm getting a busy mind, that you have a busy mind. Would you say you have a little bit of a monkey mind? Where it's like I get these thoughts and then I get these thoughts and it's just a lot of thoughts? So make sure you guys stay for the integration process, because that's when we start to integrate, okay? Angelica, do you find that you have a busy mind? So would you like to let go of feeling like your mind always needs to be busy? If it's a habit to keep your mind busy or keep your mind occupied, that sort of thing. Do you want to let go of any habits that you have revolving around keeping my mind busy that's no longer serving you, okay, around this full moon? And then deep breath. Okay, I'm hearing open up your eyes and look around. Open up your eyes and look around, okay? So I think it's taking in all the beauty that's around you, okay? That's the message that's coming up. Thank you. Taking in all the beauty that surrounds you. So do you find it hard sometimes to take in all the beauty around you, or is that something that you do or something that you want to do? But yeah, either it's something you do, something you need to do, something you want to do, okay? So would you like to know that it's safe for you to manifest and attract being able to take in your positive surroundings and soaking that energy up to its fullest? That or something better in divine timing for your full moon energy, okay? And I'm going to do a little healing attunement on you as well. Thank you for all the likes and taps as well. So getting out of the Reiki energy here, okay? So we're going to integrate that energy as well, okay? So everything that you said yes to, and then everything that you want to bring in, okay? So integration process, just agreeing. Good. And so I would say if you didn't put working on your talents in on your vision board, I would definitely do that, okay? Working on your talents, that's a good one. All right, so we have 2 candles lit here for 2 people, and then there's a chance you can still get in and do this because I'm going to do one for me. And we're going to pull you up a card, Angelica. And after this, I'm going to take a little washroom break, and then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to do, for every 10 shares, we're going to do a free reading. Okay, every 10 shares, so that's not very many. You have the World card, a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path towards enlightenment. So I think that was a lot of healing. A lot of healing, okay? So just be mindful that good things are coming, okay? Good things are coming. Can't say that enough. All right, are you guys ready for this? Yes. Yeah, those are big ones, right? Power of intention is so important. So working with full moon energy is so important. If you guys want to do additional full moon healing, okay, you can come in and you can do a paid. But if you want to do one on your own, you can write down a full moon ritual. And if you want to know how to do that, you can go to my YT channel, go to rituals, my playlist rituals, and then check out my full moon ritual. I've got a lot of stuff in there as well, but I teach you how to do a new moon one and a full moon one, okay? So here I go. So setting this intention for my full moon. With permission, is it okay if I ground you? And you guys can say yes to this. Alright, what am I letting go of? I haven't even thought about this. So I think I'm letting go of my stomach problems that I have. I have food allergies, and you know, I've worked really hard on them and then they seem to have gone away, but then they seem to have crept back into my life because I haven't been consistent with my diet. So what I'd like to do is, with this full moon, release my stomach problems. So with permission, is it okay if we release any stomach problems that you might have? And if so, just saying yes. Worry, anxiety, and fear is what's showing up. Would you like to let go of any worry, anxiety, and fear that's showing up for you as a result of this? And if so, just agreeing, let's let it go on all levels. I'm hearing you need way more encouragement. So would you like to know that it's safe for you to attract and manifest way more encouragement, that or something better? Good, and then I'm doing a healing energy on myself. You can probably still get the energy healing from this, because we're all sharing it together. That's funny, Crystal. I'm hearing, don't rush the wounds. Don't rush the wounds. Don't rush the wounds. Okay? So that's my message. I'm going to stop there, but it's to not rush, like, when we're going through something, not rush, like, through the healing. Like, take time to heal these issues, okay? So I'm going to integrate that now, taking a deep breath. Anybody else that wants that, just saying yes. Yeah, and I'm getting something about, like, the heart too here. I've just been having some health issues, and it's, like, related to my heart health. So it's kind of important. So I'm just seeing that energy. One of the things that I put on here was, like, for my, like, levels and things to be balanced. So I'm just kind of seeing that energy of, like, I see it kind of, like, going down, so, which is really good. Okay, so that makes me feel better. Yeah, I know, sharing some stuff here. So that's why I think this stuff is really powerful and really, really helpful. It just makes me feel so much better and so much lighter too, because when we work with this moon, it starts off heavy, and then we're like, yes, we get to work with the energy, we get to release it, we get to feel better, we get to the new moon and things like that. Thank you. Sometimes we have health issues that we can't see. Sometimes we're really sick and we don't know we're sick and things like that. So it's just good to like check in with our health, and that's why doing these things is so important. If we need optimism and we need help with health and things like that, we can work on our health, which is really good, right? And that's what hopefully you have in your vision board. I'm going to take a picture of this too. Hopefully you have in your vision board something related to health. So what we're going to do next, that was really beautiful. I really enjoyed that. So I'm gonna let these candles keep burning for you guys, okay? Until they burn out. And for me. And there's still time to get a candle if you decide that you want one, okay? And I'm still doing paids and things like that. But we're gonna shift over to every 10 shares, I'm going to do a free reading, okay? It's not going to be free healings. I did that the other day, but it's just a free reading. And it will be a free 1-question reading, okay? I'm not going into the Akashic Records. I'm just doing a 1 question, and then I'm going to pull you up some cards around it, okay? So and then so this will be at the end of the reading, or at the end of the live. Thank you for the share. This will be at the end of the live on the YT video. So this is where if people don't want to listen to the messages, they don't have to. But I like to think that there are messages in it for us, even if we weren't active in the live. So sometimes listening, it's like, can I resonate with this? Probably. Pretend like I'm talking to you and just see how things come in. Okay, so I'll be right back. Just gonna use the washroom. Thank you, KMI. You're awesome. You're so awesome. Alright, so one more share. And then we'll do a free reading for someone. Apparently I can join us in this too. Alright, so just pop your name in the chat if you would like a free reading, okay? And we'll do a 1-question reading with the cards, okay? See if we can get some folks on here. Or maybe it'll just be intimate and we can do some readings, and that's okay too. I'm loving all the candle energy. I lit 2 candles ahead of time around my crystal grid here. I'll show you guys. So here's our 3 candles, and then I have my crystal grid here with some candles too. And thank you for the gift. Thank you. All right. You guys are awesome. You guys are way more techy than I am. All right. I'll go back to see if anybody wrote their name in. So just pop your name in if you want a free reading. If you already got a candle or we worked on a vision board, it doesn't matter. If you already got a free card, it doesn't matter. It's just whoever I feel like tuning into. So, Crystal. All right. So, Crystal, ask your one question. If you have one, you can see general as well if you want to. Thank you, guys. Yay, Crystal. I'm just waiting for your question. All right, Crystal, are you being filtered? Let's grab these cards and see if energy shifts. Will a job come in soon? So what's the status here? Because I'm not going on into your Akashic records. I'm just keeping it simple. Are you currently like unemployed, looking for a job, or are you looking to change jobs? Regardless, it feels like you're looking for work. That's the energy I'm feeling into. Looking for work. She's looking for work. She's planning. She's got plans to work. That's what comes in. You've come into your own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. So I do see you finding a job. Okay. I do see that happening. Keeping your mind stimulated is important right now while you're waiting. Okay, because thank you, Sandra. While you're waiting, sometimes we can get really impatient and then we can get kind of negative and like nothing's working, that sort of thing. So keeping your mind occupied, but then not just that, it feels like this is more about it's on my board, the type of work. Okay, that sounds good. Well, what I'm getting is I'm glad that you're being specific about the type of work that you're looking for, because that's actually what I'm getting is that it's okay to be a little picky about your job, because it's important that it's like a positive environment, and it's also important that so you did a vision board. Awesome. And it's important that so the environment is positive, but also like that you're able to feel stimulated there in your work, because it's like otherwise I feel like you won't want to like stay if you're not really stimulated. So it has to be something that stimulates you. So I'm glad that you know and you're being specific about what type of work that you want that's going to make you happy, because that's really important, because you don't want to just take whatever. That's kind of what I feel. Okay, but yes, I see it coming in. Okay, but be picky. That's the important part, but maybe that's the challenge. All right. Very cool. Very, very cool. Thank you for being here, Crystal. You're welcome. You didn't get a card yet either, so you have love beside your name. If you want to send a daily heart me, that's appreciated. You don't have to. You have love beside your name, so let's give you a card. Two of Fire. So this is coming in really strongly. I shuffled and then the same card came up. Okay, you can look at the energy of the Two of Fire. It's just saying that we're in planning mode. So it's like we haven't really fully made up our minds yet in some ways. So that could also mean that like the job that you're gonna get, they haven't made up their minds yet either. But it's also like maybe you haven't too. So there's kind of like right now the energy is just kind of like floating in the air a little bit. Okay. Yeah. All right. So we made it to 23 shares. So let's do another one, guys. Pop your name in the chat if you want a free reading. I bet if I came off and went back on, we would be busier. But I'm going to stay on. Okay, that's okay, Crystal. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you. All right, so there's Sandra, there's Joanna. Anybody else? I think Angelica might have said her name. She did. Okay. That's probably everybody on here. All right, Joanna. Joanna. Joanna, do you have a question? I have some work stuff that I have to do that I really have been procrastinating. And I feel like I need like a me day, so I think tomorrow's gonna be like a me day after I get all my work stuff done, because I'll still probably end up working, but just making that a little priority, because yeah, it's been really busy, which is good. Looking for general. Thank you for the gifts, you guys. We're just such a tiny group, but there's so much love here. All right, so 8 of Fire, Knight of Fire, life experience, okay? So taking action on things that you have been delaying or putting off, it's time to take action. This sometimes can be related to travel. This could be like if you've been not exercising for a long time, thank you very much, and you just got back onto the exercise train or wagon, but it's like, I need to start doing this. I think I'm gonna get back into this, or I've always wanted to do this, and then I see you starting to do that, okay? This also could be like writing a book or something like that. It's just like I feel like I want to like express myself and like do things that are creative, that sort of thing. Time to spread your wings. So it's like exploring. You could even explore like a past life reading that I offer, but also I'm going to be teaching a past life regression class. So if you want to learn past life regression, we can learn that. But exploring past life regression might be good for you, okay? You also have this need to have more patience, because it feels like maybe you're starting new or starting fresh with something, and it's like maybe you don't want to be starting new and fresh. Okay, interesting. And then this is saying I see people being proud of you if you do follow this path, okay? So yeah, I think maybe do that. Do that. I've done it before. And then I've always said I was going to go back and like edit the book, get an editor to edit the book for me, and then just I just haven't. So maybe that's a message for me too, is to get an editor to edit the book that I wrote, because I self-published it, but I took it off of Amazon and things because I wanted to make it what I felt really positive about. And then I was like, maybe I should do an extension of the book, like of how I really feel like now about things. But I really just think it's like, just get an editor and just to edit the book and like just do the thing, right? Just do it. But yeah, sometimes there's a lot of work involved in that, and it's like you have to feel called into it. And you're so welcome. All right, so can we get up to 30 shares, guys? Don't have a lot of people hopping into our live. Been here for almost an hour and a half. So yeah, I'm gonna teach an Akashic Records past life regression class. And then I'm going to do a six classes of the Akashic Records, and then you can get a certificate at the end. By the way, Angelica, if you're here, I will send you over your certificate. I didn't forget about it, just didn't get to it. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. So yeah, I'm going to do 6 classes for the Akashic Records. And then you can get an Akashic Record certificate if you want. Homework, yes, for sure. But the first class is going to be past life regression. So if anybody, it'll be $150 for the past life regression class. Thank you. And it'll be 2 hours. And that'll be the start of the certificate for the Akashic Records if you want to join us. There's someone that I think is going to take that class, so Again, if you want to learn that, we go into the Akashic Records, and then I teach you and guide you how to go through your own records to go into past life. And then if you want, I can teach you how to go into somebody else's records and do a past life for them. Very cool. And it's actually really amazing because it's all about like your gifts, your talents, um, your fears, why we are the way that we are. It's really, really helpful. It's really neat. And even if you don't believe in it, it doesn't matter because it's like a meditation. So whatever you're experiencing for a reason, right? All right. Can we get up to 30 shares, guys? I'm helping you. Hello and welcome in. Okay. So, pop your name in the chat if you would like a free reading. Okay, it's a one question reading. Thank you guys. All right. Sandra, let's do you. Sandra. It's just whoever I feel called into. And it's not like necessarily me. I'm not like picking. It's more like um whoever I feel like needs it. Needs the message the most. All right, Sandra, did you have a question? Thank you, Joanna. 35 shares, 33K up there. So lots of 3 3s coming up for you, Sandra. That's very creative energy. She just wants general. Okay. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. I don't know if you've been worrying, if worry's been on your mind, but it feels like all is okay if you're here in the now. Like, if you're in the now, everything is okay. And if you can keep reminding yourself that everything's okay, it is. And it feels like maybe you're a little nervous to start something new and start something fresh because maybe you're like, I don't know, like I've been through a lot of stuff. I'm not really in the mood to go through more stuff. And this is saying just sit with the heart a little bit more and tell the heart it's okay. Tell the heart it's okay because it is. I don't see that you're meant to have a boring life. And that's more what this energy is presenting. It's like fear of like living life to the fullest. Okay, so be mindful of that because you have like this card where it's like you know how to have a good time in your own type of way. That's kind of what I see here. I'll read to you what the card says. It says the power of creativity, which I was seeing 333 showing up for you, and recognizing for very high quality work, be a team player. Okay. So it's like you've been working hard and that's being recognized, okay? But we've got to sit with ourselves a little bit more and think about how can we bring in more joy. So would you agree that you feel like you need more joy? Hi Lynn, welcome in. If we can get up to 40 shares, I'm going to do another free reading. Okay. Thank you for being here. We're such a small little group and it was intimate and then lovely and I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. You're welcome. All right, we made it to 40. Awesome. So anybody else that wants a message, looks like Angelica, you might get one if you put your name in, where we're just a little tiny group. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why I keep getting like a restriction on my live, but anyway, that keeps happening. and I'm not doing anything. I think this said something like my content sucks. Not exactly, but I don't know. All right, Angelica, it is. Do you have a question? Will my daughter move out this year? Okay. So the question does have to be about you, unfortunately, when I do live readings like this. Just because we're only tuning into you. Okay. So do you have another question? And thank you for liking and tapping the screen, you guys. We're just doing a free reading because we made it up to 40 shares, so we're doing it for Angelica right now, okay? If we get up to 50, then we'll do another one. Okay, I don't see another question unless you're being filtered or you haven't come up with it. How might be my surgery? Okay, so that's medical. So we don't do, the energy has to be about you. I don't do medical, and I don't do legal, and I don't do pregnancy. Sorry. Any other questions? General. Okay. An exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. Okay. So this is like somebody who has like entrepreneurial skills, somebody who has really good business ideas. So follow through with your business ideas and your thoughts around your skill sets. And then you have events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions, intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless. Okay. So this is saying that it feels like you are quite advanced with your like mindset work that you've been doing. You haven't mastered your mindset work, but it feels like you're advancing yourself. Okay, so this could be related. This could be you advancing yourself with the mindset work and then turning that into a business if you wanted to. But regardless, it feels like the mindset work is helping you with coming up with like intuitive ideas to make more money, to help you with work, to help you with mindset. So your mindset is helping you with more mindset work, if that makes sense. Interesting. There we go. All right. Can we make it up to 50 shares, you guys? Thanks so much for being here. That is interesting. But a lot of mindset work and good ideas. Feels like, again, you like to journal and things, so maybe jotting some of those ideas that you have down. Thanks, Joanna. I don't think I'll stay on here too much longer. But the replay will be underneath YT, which is great, so we can re-listen to this. It absolutely could be, Angelica. Absolutely. And you're doing such a good job with that, by the way. If anybody wants to learn Reiki, I'm teaching a Reiki 2 on the 24th of January. It's 200. You're welcome to join in. We only have one person in the class, so yeah, absolutely hop into that class if you want to learn a Reiki level 1. It's only 100 until January 19th, so I'd love to have you come in that class. It's anywhere between 3 and 4 hours over Zoom. Okay. Just me, Cheryl. Welcome in. Hey, if you would like a card, just let me know. And then when we reach 50 shares, we're going to do another free reading. It is really cool to learn. You can also learn the master level if you want to. You keep getting more attunement. So the master level is level 3 and level 4, and you get an attunement with level 3 and you get an attunement with level 4. So even if you don't want to teach, you can still become a master and just advance yourself and get better at your craft. Because you learn more symbols. Okay, sounds good. It's kind of sad that there aren't more levels of Reiki. I could create them, but that's more like mentorship. Alright, Just Me Cheryl wants a card. Feel free to share this out, Just Me Cheryl, as well, and help our group get some more free readings. You have Six of Earth, gifts of money, time or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, or paying off debts. Does that mean anything to you, Just Me Cheryl? Because usually this just means that you're balanced in your relationships with finances and things, like your give and take is really good right now. Okay? And Just Me Cheryl, you just missed our vision board workshop that we did. We did Theta healing and Reiki. Then we did a candle. No problem. We did a candle ceremony with Reiki and Theta, so you can watch the replay underneath my YT channel, and it'll be really helpful. Okay. Okay, so it said that you have the six. You're welcome, Angelica. It said Six of Earth. Okay, so you can look up that card if you want. It just says that you're balanced in relation to your give and take relationships. Okay. All right, guys. We made it to 50, so if anybody wants a free reading, just pop your name in the chat. It's okay if you already got one. And then I'm not going to stay on much longer. If Just Me Cheryl's the only person and I'm doing a free reading, then she might just get it. Just put your name in the chat if you want a free reading. Yee. I've been on here for a while, so I just wanted to do some readings with some shares at the end of this video. Okay, so nobody wants a free reading. All right, then I shall hop off. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, unless you're being filtered and I don't see you, my apologies. I hope you have a beautiful Saturday night wherever you are, and or day, wherever it is. Okay, Cheryl does one. All right, Cheryl, what is your question? Happy weekend. What's your question, Cheryl? You know what? I don't have a question, so you go ahead and take it right now. That's okay. We can do general. Okay. We have Eight of Earth. Okay, these are pursuing your passions because. Okay. Yeah, and the question does have to be about you, so we'll just do general if that works for you. Unless if you mean Jack is like a spirit in the spirit world. We can kind of tune into that if you want to. Skilled work is rewarded, learning all there is to know about a topic, going back to school. So this is pursuing your passions and your dreams, okay? This is saying that you've been growing emotionally, like you've come a long way. Okay, he was your late husband. Okay, so he's passed. So Jack's energy, let's tune in. Okay. Yeah. Did he believe in this stuff when he was alive? Okay. Because it kind of feels like, do you go to mediums? Are you willing to like pay for a mediumship reading? I don't need that right now, but Are you willing to pay for a mediumship reading? Is that something that you do? Yeah. Okay. Because I kind of feel like that's what he wants you to do is like get like a pay somebody to do. Oh, you haven't. Okay. I feel like he's like he can't like force you to do things from the spirit world. But it feels like I think he would like you to pay somebody to have a proper mediumship reading. That's what I get. Okay. Because it's more about like it's paying the money to do it. Sometimes we are like we don't because of the money. Um, okay, good. Um, yeah, but that's what I get. And he seems kind of funny, but serious. Okay. It's Healing Lady online, but you can get it if you go up here. You'll be able to get access to that. Okay, you go to my picture and then go to my picture again, and then you can see the same way as you paid for the candle. You can scroll and you can see it there. Okay. All right. So then you also have the kind of worrying card. Okay. So it's saying like these are just kind of like anxious thoughts that are showing up for you, Cheryl. Okay. And then look at things from a different perspective. It is important to be yourself, so you might have a little awakening. I think getting a reading like that would be good. I'm not currently offering those, but if you came in and got a one-on-one paid session with me individually, we might be able to kind of like discuss some healing and things around that if you wanted to. Okay. Um, so one-on-one sessions are available for me. Okay, sounds good. Krista Art, you're asking a question. We need to get up to 60 shares in order for me to do a reading on somebody, but I can pull you up a card. Okay? Krista Art. All right, sounds good. Cheryl. Krista Art, are you here? I'm pulling you up a card. I would choose like honestly, I would choose the Reiki one. Because that's like the most healing. Okay. And Krista Art, we have Seven of Earth. Okay. Seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry. Okay. So, this is telling you to take a little bit more risk in your life if you want to bring in more joy. Okay. Because it's saying that you kind of know what happens when you do things one way, but you don't know what's going to happen if you try it a new way. And this is saying there might be some type of like way that you can solve a problem by doing something differently. I know that sounds very vague, but it's like I would choose the different way than what you've been doing if you want to have more fun. Okay? Awesome. All right. Can we get our shares up to 60? You're welcome. Thank you. All right, guys. I think I am going to take off. Or maybe we're going to get up to 60 here. Somebody's on a mission. Yeah, right. You guys go. All right, we made it to 60. So just pop your name in the chat if you would like a free reading, and I will pick somebody out of the crowd, okay? And then you can ask one question if I pick you, okay? Welcome in. Thank you for sharing. Krissa, it is. All right. So, what is your question? Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good, just me, Cheryl. And then what will happen with Kevin if we gonna get back together? What will happen with Kevin if we gonna get back together? Oh, no, for like a session, it's the way I have my session set up is like you're picking Reiki, Theta healing, or Akashic records. I haven't added a mix of it all in yet, but I was going to do that. I just haven't gotten to that. And then there's a Reiki 1 class. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just answering the first question, okay? What will happen with Kevin if we gonna get back together with you and him? What will happen if you get back together? Well, here's the thing, is your intuition telling you to get back together with this person? Is your intuition telling you to get back together with this person because you have important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back? It's telling you to listen to your intuition around this situation, okay? You have the renewal card, okay? Review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction, okay? So it feels like if you're getting back together with somebody, it's not going to be the same as it was, okay? It feels like it could go in two different directions. It feels like it could be the best love you've ever had, and it's like I missed you, and smoochy smoochy, and la la la, kissy kissy. Or it could be a lot of freaking work, and it's like, are you willing to do the work that this entails, okay? So, from a numerology standpoint, it feels like there's a strong partnership there. I see you probably taking action on it and making it work, but here's the question is, are they willing to make it work? Because it feels like there's a lot of work that needs to be done on this relationship, and I feel like on your end, you're willing to work. Now this I'm going deeper into this than I need to, but it feels like you're willing to do put more work in than they are. Okay? So is that something that you're willing to, like try? That sort of thing. Here's a question, are they willing to do the work? Okay? I would be asking them how much work are they willing to put into this? Like because sometimes people just aren't willing to do the work and there's a lot of work that's involved in it, okay? So this could go in two different directions, but I see you putting more effort in forward, unfortunately, okay? But it doesn't mean that it can't. That's what's showing up. Is it from a general sense? All right. Thank you so much for. So yeah, so I don't know if that was like clear for you because it's just a one question quick. I'm not going into your Akashic records or anything. So this feels like it's getting more into like a reading rather than a just like one quick little question thing. Okay. Um, I was saying like I can see it. It's the answer is follow your intuition around this, okay? Because I was saying it can go in a couple different directions and it feels like your intuition is trying to guide you. Okay? So I feel like your intuition knows what to do. And I know sometimes it's like, but we're asking you, what do you think? What do you, blah, blah, blah. But you literally got the intuition card. It's get out of your head and like drop into your heart. And what is your heart telling you? Okay. So sometimes I don't like saying that to people because I don't know why, but it's like, it's getting you to like listen to that because you're intuitive. Okay. I hope you found that helpful. Alrighty, guys. I think we're through everybody. Um, that has love. Okay. You're welcome. That has love beside their name anyway. Um, so I am gonna take off. If you want to catch the. Okay, no problem. Do you mean for a session? Because you don't need PayPal, you just pay through my site. Yeah, just so you know. But yes, you can inbox me about it. But just if anybody's interested, you like when you go to my picture and then you go to my picture again and then you'll see my options. Um, it'll say like book should say book now or my website, robinjardine.com. When you go there, it'll say like book now and then that's where you should see the options. And then when you pay, it gives you an option to pay through my site or then it gives you the option to pay through PayPal and you don't have to use PayPal. You can just use my site. If that makes sense. And if you're in Canada, you can e-transfer too if you wanted. Okay? But I'm not advertising mediumship, but as I said, I can help you through the healing journey of it and just see what kind of support I can give for you that way. Okay? All right. Thank you so much, guys. The replay will be underneath YT. Bye for now. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.